Good afternoon to everybody. We want to thank David Fried for sponsoring the Dvar Torah, the video for Parshat Behaalotecha, and it's Leilu Nishmat, his mother Malka Bat Yehuda Levi Levi, Zichrona Libracha. Thank you, David, very much, and Yiratzon that your mother's neshama should have Aliyah Began Eden. The Torah tells us in the book of Shmot, in Parshat Beshalach, it describes Miriam's singing with the woman after the miracle of Kriyat Yam Suf. And I'll read to you the pasuk. It says that Vatikach Miriam HaNeviya Achot Aharon et Atov beyada. After the sea split, so Miriam gathered the woman, and she had like sort of her own celebration. They had their own celebration of besides Moshe Bnei Yisrael. So it says over here that Miriam, the prophetess, shook atov beyada. She took like a drum, but it refers to her not only as a prophetess, but Achot Aharon, the sister of Aharon. And of course, Rashi draws our attention to this anomaly, why she called only the Achot Aharon, the sister of Aharon. I mean, she's also the sister of Moshe. So Rashi says the reason is that it was Aharon. Rashi says that it was Aharon that was Mosai Nefesh, that he really cared so much for his sister that he interceded, he prayed on behalf at the time that she became a Metzorat. In our Parsha, it says that Miriam spoke against her brother Moshe. She said Lashon Hara, and as a result, she was punished with Tzarat. So the minute she was punished with Tzarat, so it was in the presence of Moshe and Aharon. And Aaron started immediately. He said to Moshe, please, can't you see our sister over here is stricken with this plague? Please daven on her behalf. So after Aharon had said this to Moshe and propped him on, please, can't you see what our sister's going to? So then it says that Moshe davened to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and it says, it uses the word Vayitzak, he cried out, and then Hashem said to him, yes, okay, there'll be a limit to Miriam's punishment, but she has to be a minimum of 7 days at Tzarat. So because it was Aharon who urged Moshe to daven, so that's why she's called the sister of Aharon. Aharon was the one who really supported her more than Moshe. This is a very strange thing to say. I mean, first of all, the main thing is, why is it that Moshe didn't daven on her behalf? I mean, Moshe many times davened on behalf of Bnei Yisrael, even when they sinned. And over here, in this case, it was Aharon who urged his brother and to intercede against HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and that's why she's called Achot Aharon. So I saw a wonderful explanation of the Zebach Mishpacha of Rabbi Hollander. He explains like this. He says, the Torah says, and also the Chazal say, that we always have to daven for a person who is in need, a person who is suffering. We have to daven always for people who are sick. But the problem over here is that when Miriam became a Metzorat, we could see that it was a direct result of her sin. I mean, usually when we see something suffer, we're not, as they like to say in Israel, we don't like to, not only don't we like, we're not supposed to use the phrase, play God's secretary, and to say that, you know what, this person is suffering because of such and such a sin that they did. We can't make these cheshbonot. We see that a Jew is suffering. We have to intercede. We have to daven for them. We have to care for them. We don't have to make the cheshbon while they are sinning, they are suffering. But in this case of Miriam, I mean, it was clear as daylight. And the reason that she was suffering, that she got this plague of tzarat, was as a result of a lashon hara of against her brother Moshe. The Torah describes very vividly that Moshe, the minute she finished speaking, it says they uses the word pitom. Hashem immediately, like suddenly, revealed himself. He told all three of them to come to the tent of meeting. He then rebuked Miriam for speaking against her brother, and immediately Hashem then punished her for speaking lashon hara against Moshe, because Moshe is a special category of Nevi'im. So it was clear, as I said, just clear daylight that this sickness, this illness, is a result of a punishment. And if that's the case, when now Aharon says to Moshe, daven for her, now what he's actually doing is he's trying to interfere through the davening. He's trying to interfere in the decree of what Hashem was doing. Yeah, Hashem was punishing her for a reason. He was bringing an illness for a reason. And now what Aharon is saying, no, daven that over here, that this illness should go away. But this is, at this stage, it's clear that that's not what Hashem wants. Hashem wants to punish her. So therefore you see from here that this is why the whole call of Aharon to daven, why it is attributed to him, because he had the courage. He had the courage now to sort of ask Hashem at the very time that he wants to punish someone, he wants to punish Miriam because of something that she did. He has the courage to say, listen, Hashem, so to say to Moshe, intercede and mevatel, so to speak, to this gzeira. So this is the great lesson of Aharon. You see, usually when it comes to curing illnesses, the Torah says that we have to cure illnesses. The doctor has to cure all illnesses. We learn it from the pasuk for Raphael. He should surely heal. And the Tosfot explain that why does it say Raphael, the double language of he should surely heal? The answer, Tosfot says, is because we might think that he sometimes shouldn't heal because sometimes the ailment was brought about by a person's sin, and Hashem then wants the person to be sick. That's why it's bringing it on him. So here are you, the doctor, to interfere with Hashem's gzeira. So therefore, that's what I might have thought. So therefore, the Torah says, no, the doctor can't make such cheshbonos. What he has to do is, he sees someone is ill, he has to cure him. And the same thing over here. We might have thought that this isn't the time to daven. I mean, no sooner did Miriam do what she did, Hashem punished her. So now we might think that there's a certain amount of time that she has to endure the punishment. And therefore, but Aharon didn't make such cheshbonot. Aharon sees that his sister is suffering, and his sensitive nature, he cannot, his connection to Miriam, he can't tolerate to see his sister suffering. So therefore he intercedes, even though he knows he's interfering in the gzeira of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, he intercedes on the behalf of his sister. So that's the great lesson that we learn from Aharon. And that's why Miriam is referred to the sister of Aharon in Parshat Beshalach. Shabbat Shalom lekulchem.